Welcome back to Expedition Michigan. I'm your host, Brian Gerke. I'm back today with my 2012 KTM XCW 450. I made a couple changes to it early this year. Had a trip late spring, early summer out to Moab, Utah to go ride with one of my very good friends. It's out in New Mexico, so we met up out in Moab and had a really good week of riding. But in preparation for that trip, I made a few tweaks to the bike. One being that we're going to run around out and not necessarily the Jeep trails, but just do some exploring out about the area. So I wanted to have pretty close to 150-mile range. The stock tank being approximately 2.1, 2.2 gallons. I get about 45 miles to the gallon on that bike, the way I typically ride. So, looking at about 100-mile range. I felt like I would feel more comfortable being closer to 150. So I went with Acerbis, pronounced different ways. Went with their 3-gallon tank. Fit and finish very good. Very tough tank. I really like it. Didn't notice a big difference in width when I put it on after the added capacity. Installing it was pretty straightforward. Take your stock tank off, pull the fuel pump out of it, and your connections, and really installing in the new tank. The biggest difference, there's a couple differences, I guess, between the aftermarket tank and stock tank. Stock tank has really thick plastic, which is good, but it's really thick. This plastic is not quite as thick as the stock tank, but this thing ended up pretty much upside down a couple times on some rock faces out in Moab, and took a pretty decent beating and really took it real well. So I have no worries about the strength of this tank. Some of the screws that you put into the tank, though, these are just go right into the plastic, whereas the factory tank has the metal grommets inside the tank. So you just got to be careful when you put your plastics on and everything, that you don't over torque them. Again, it's held in plastic, so be careful when you put that on. You won't strip them out, and it'll be fine. Some of the other things, it's different. It has a regular screw-on gas cap versus the push and twist type of stock KTM gas cap. The jury's still out, I guess, on which one I prefer, but they both work, so I don't have an issue with that. So I really enjoyed the new tank. One of the other changes I made, again, being that we're going to put longer days in on the saddle, I ended up going forth and purchasing a Seat Concepts seat. This is their standard design, standard Seat Concepts gripper top, carbon fiber sides. Works really well. I was concerned when I first got it that my pants would stick to it too much. Sent an email off to Seat Concepts. They responded back to me. Really, they said if you're wearing riding pants, it would be no issue. And I don't feel like I'm stuck to it too much. So I've really enjoyed this seat. It's been worked out pretty well for me. When I purchased the bike, originally I did purchase it used. It came with an aftermarket Enduro Engineering tall soft seat on it, which really wasn't that bad. But after about 60 to 70 miles of the day, I kind of felt like I was sitting on the seat pan. This particular seat is soft. The tall I like works out well for me. Thanks to being soft, it gives you some pretty decent cushion. So, it really is a decent seat, but I was going to, again, put 140, 150-mile days in. I'd be pretty sore at the end of the day with this seat. So, someone I knew was selling essentially a Sicass Racing seat with a tall, hard foam versus a soft. And I said, well, okay, soft is too soft, let's try the hard. So I bought that seat from him. Actually, this is the hard foam out of that seat. And it is hard, it is stiff. And the thing is, I really didn't like it right away because you don't sink into the foam at all. And being the tall seat, I was really sitting on top of the bike and not really kind of down into it. I didn't have nearly as much control. I really did not like the tall hard. So went over to Sicass Racing, visit those guys, talked with them, and picked up just a standard standard seat foam. And I ended up putting that in the seat that came with this one. So this one's got the standard foam in it. And mind you, I tried all this before I went to the seat concept seat. And this was better, definitely than the tall hard. But between, and it's my personal preference, just between the regular standard seat and the tall soft, I would still go back to the tall soft. But again, that's me. So, in going through a couple different seats, I decided I'd pull the trigger by the seat concepts. So it's an improvement. Is it a vast improvement? Again, it's hard to say. It's all depends on what's it worth. Is it like riding around on the couch? No, it's not. You still get sore. But with the flat area in the back and being a little bit wider, you got more space, I guess, to kind of scooch around on the seat. It changes the area where you can put your butt. But when I got the seat concept seat and then looking at the seat pans, both the Enduro Engineering and the Sicass seats, all these seat pans are pretty much identical. So quality-wise, they're all really good seats. I mean, for what you pay for the money. Again, one of these seats, these are about $100, $120. That's with the seat pan included. Seat concepts, again, you can get the foam and the cover, I think around 150 with the seat pan, everything already installed. You're 240, 250, somewhere around in that ballpark, I believe. So, just again, depends on what it's worth to you. I mean, this one, like I said, I went through and I took the tall foam out, put the standard foam in, used the same seat cover, restapled it all back on. It goes fine. It just takes a little bit. You guys gotta be patient, but reinstalling a seat cover isn't that difficult.